And here is a text, Chrissy, to us that says the 4 top things you need to know to be a sole proprietorship and own your own business. So, we could give some like legal, practical question or some legal answers to that, but there may be some more practical answers to it as well. But first, let me say, I am a big, 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 huge believer in owning your own business. I have always owned my own business, and I can't imagine it any other way. Mm-hmm. So if you're a young person out there thinking about what am I going to do? Am I going to work for the man, or am I going to open up my own business? Open up your own business. I've been a lawyer for 35 years now, and as a young lawyer in my own business, guess what? I didn't make much money. I made a lot less money than my contemporary lawyers who went and worked for the big firms. Exactly. I tell you what, my quality of life was a whole lot better, but they were making more money. And I worked at it for a lot of years before I started making what you might call some substantially good money.
And Tom, right on. And that's where it also is that somebody, especially a young person, it's about being able to have that vision, if you will, for the future and that patience, because they're not going to make it right away. It's about the quality of life. They're not going to make those big bucks necessarily right away, but if they do that and they stick with it, they will be able to make better money, but also, again, have a quality life for them and for their family.
Yeah, so I'm sure that texter might have been looking for some legal advice to that, but I'm going to stick with the practical advice. And it's the same advice that I've given my sons and our daughters over the years, and that is whatever you do in work, you love what you're doing. Mm-hmm. If you love it, you're going to do it well. And if you do it well, you're going to be well rewarded.
Absolutely.
And that's not necessarily all about money. Okay, no, it's about job satisfaction.
That's correct. And part of that being that that reward is about because of helping others.
Yes, because you and I talk about, every morning I wake up, I think about what my day is going to be that day because I always look at what my appointments are the day before I leave. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. And think today's going to be a great day. Mm-hmm. I'm going to meet with some good clients, get some good work done, enjoy my work.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But here are the things, as I've met with small business people over the years, there's at least 2 things that pop out to mind for me, and that is this, is that, number one, diversify. When I've had sole business owners come and see me and they're in trouble, well, sometimes it has to do with the fact that they've got 1 or 2 big clients, and if those 1 or 2 big clients run into trouble, well, it's just like a domino effect, okay? So if you got 1 or 2 big clients, don't say I'm happy, I'm content, I'm satisfied, I got everything I need. You can't rely on that. You got to go out and earn new business all the time. Yes?
Amen.
Amen. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
Right? Here's the other thing I've seen small business owners go wrong, and that is allowing themselves to not get paid until the end of the job, okay? If you are going to, if you're supplying flowers or services or equipment or something else, you got to get a big chunk of your money up front, okay? Do not do the entire job and then expect to get paid, because that's where people really run into a problem.
They do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So be careful. Now, by the way, you and I, we're getting married in December.
Yes.
Yippee-yi-yo.
Yeah.
Ki-yay.
Yes.
And what that means is that we're dealing with a lot of small vendors, flowers, right, tables, chairs, exactly, DJs, you name it. We're dealing with all of them.
We are.
And so we have an opportunity to see about these small business owners, how they are out there trying to earn our business. And so far, they all are trying to earn our business. They're working very hard at it. And it's not just because we are who we are. I assume they treat all their clients this way.
Definitely. And we know that because we have been referred to them where that they do treat all their clients this way. And you're correct, Tom, is a perfect example, is that every one of these, which are in all different areas, from flowers to chairs, like you said, is they are working hard to earn our business.
And as a lawyer, I get a lot of people who call me and say, Tom, I called all these law firms, all these lawyers, and they don't even call me back. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to be a small business, you better return your phone calls, and you better return it promptly, because people, give them 20 minutes and they're moving on to the next lawyer.
That's right.
Yeah. You got to jump on it.
You do, because otherwise, you're right, there are too many other choices out there.
And then I was going to tell them they need to get Salesforce. Salesforce is a program that we use to track our leads and try and turn leads into clients. And now I'm really talking about practical, okay? Because back in the old days, and I'm giving away all the trade secrets now, all right? But it's a holiday weekend. I'm assuming not too many people out there listening.
But if you are, man,
Oh,
tune. You're getting Attorney Tom Olsen's really inside scoop.
You want to
here.
know how it really works behind the scenes?
Listen now.
Well, here's what I would say about that, and that is, I've been a lawyer for 35 years. Back in the good old days when there were only a few lawyers in town, okay, and somebody called me up and said, "Tom, I need to have a will done," and I quote them a fee, and they might say, "Okay, well then I'll talk to my wife and we'll call you back." I'd hang up with them. That's the end of it. No, man, these days you got to get a name, got to get a phone number, got to get an email address, got to follow up with emails, phone calls, turn that lead into a client. Well, I'm saying you got to work it. People want you to earn their business these days.
They do.
And if you're a business owner, you got to think in these terms that it literally costs you X amount of dollars to have every new lead called your phone, your business.
Right.
Okay,
That's right.
whether you're advertising on the internet or a billboard or radio or TV, it costs you to have people call your office, and those leads are too valuable to just hang up with them.
Right on.
You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
Right?
And we know that all small businesses out there is that they share the same things that you're talking about now, Tom, that we do. And that is it's very important for, as the owner, as well as the people that you employ that work with you, they all have to share that same mentality.
They have to. Leads are too valuable just to throw away.
It's not just about being the owner of the business. It's about the people that work. You have to have that same mentality that, yes, every person that calls or that reaches out to your business in any way is important.
Yeah. I keep track of how many times I call people back trying to earn their business, okay? And a lot of times I call them on weekdays and they don't pick up the phone. They're at work or whatever. I understand that. How do I get around that, Chrissy? I call them back on Saturdays. Yeah, people pick up their phones on Saturday. If you're trying to turn a lead into a client, calling people on Saturdays is a great way because they're picking up their phones, and hopefully they appreciate. We're not. By the way, we're not bugging people. We're just
No.
reminding them. Do you have any other questions? Any way we can help you? Would you like to schedule an appointment?
Well, hey, let me add something to that then,
Yes.
because you know that I call just like you, but call many, many people back, and I'm calling them following up. Hey, do you have any questions about the booklets we sent
Right.
you, for example? Tom, more than not, those people thank me for calling them.
Sure.
They say, thank you so much for checking in to see if I had any questions. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, or sometimes they actually ask, hey, I haven't finished looking at the booklets. Can you give me a call back in a couple of weeks? Sure will. Absolutely. Will do. So that really is really wonderful to hear that people really do appreciate when you do touch and reach out to them.
Yeah. Hey, one of the things we're saying, folks, is that we want to earn your business as well. Give us a call next week at the office at 407-423-5561. We would love to do your will or trust, help you to avoid probate. But we have other lawyers, and I do real estate. If you're buying or selling property, we can help you with that. But we have other lawyers that do real estate or bankruptcy, employment law, criminal defense, divorce, you name it, we'll help you.
Landlord-tenant.
Landlord-tenant, 407-423-5561 is the number to call.